Yo guys, it's Joe. Everything fucking changed for me, guys, when I started taking myself seriously. Okay? When I started aligning myself with the person that I wanted to become, when I accepted that I fucking wasn't being the person that I wanted to be anymore. That was literally when everything changed for me, okay? This video, I just want to talk a little bit more about kind of the lessons that I've learned and the biggest turning points for me, like what's actually made the biggest difference for me as a businessman, as an athlete, as an entrepreneur. Obviously, I'm not a fucking high level athlete, but I take my health and fitness seriously. I'm in pretty decent shape. I perform at a decent level in terms of like fitness events and stuff like that as well, guys. And I've got a pretty decent business. I've got an alright business, so I like to class myself as an entrepreneur. But I want to talk about the biggest lessons, the biggest turning points for me as as a person, as a man, as a bloke, as a guy. Okay, when I started putting myself in the right environments, when I started going on nicer holidays, I started investing in myself. I started spending more money in myself. And a lot of you might be listening to this thinking, well, fucking how the fuck does that work, Joe? You started spending more money, you started making more money. It's funny how it works, guys. It is very funny how the world works. And yeah, when I started going on nicer holidays, me and my girlfriend, fiance, wife to be, we're getting married in just under a month's time now. When we started going on nicer holidays, we started going to nicer places. We booked our honeymoon to a fucking nice place, which cost us a fair bit of money. When I started investing into mentors, I started hanging around with better mentors instead of looking for the fucking cheap fix. And instead of just investing into what's your cost, what's your price, guys, that didn't bother me anymore. Okay, so we started going on nicer holidays. We started going out for nicer meals. I started buying nicer foods instead of looking for the cheapest food, fucking shopping at Aldi all the time, Lidl. I still like Aldi and Lidl, don't get me wrong, I'm not being a snob. But buying the better quality foods and thinking, you know what? I'm better than the person who has to go out and buy cheap fucking shit all the time. Don't get me wrong, there can be a time and a place for it. And like, there's nothing wrong with shopping at those places. I still shop at those places. But when I'm going into those places now, like, I've had that mindset shift where I'm like, you know what? I'm not fucking buying the value products anymore. I'm gonna buy the premium products. I'm gonna buy the premium cuts of meat. I'm gonna buy the fucking fillet steak when I go out instead of the rump, because the rump's the fucking cheapest. Okay? When you start making those mindset shifts, guys, it's weird how universal law works. It's weird how the universe works. It's weird how the fucking world works. The world works in a way that it's the law of assumption. Okay, as anybody who hasn't read the book Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, fucking read. I was then about to say watch the book. Read the book. Read the book, guys. Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich. And it talks a lot about the law of assumption, and what that basically means is you need to start thinking, feeling, acting, your thoughts, feelings, habits, your actions. Everything must align with the man you want to become, with the person you want to become, with like, you must have enough desire and persistence to get to that place, to be that person that you want to fucking become. Okay? And if you're going into the shop and you're always looking for the cheapest fucking shit, you're always asking people the cost, what's the price, what's the cost of this, what's the cost of that. The law of assumption, your self-conscious, your subconscious mind is a clever, smart fucking thing, guys. Your subconscious mind, if you're buying the cheapest fucking things, in like, as far as your mind is concerned, you're buying the cheapest things because you're struggling for money. Okay, and let me just give you some context on this. Let me give you some perspective behind it. You're out in the wild. Let's imagine that you're out in the wild. You're walking your dog, and you see what you think is a fucking grizzly bear, a big black grizzly bear. I don't know what color grizzly bears are. Brown, black, whatever. You see a big black fucking grizzly bear, guys. Okay, and it's dark. You hear it ruffling, and you think, "Holy fucking shit! There's a big bear coming towards me." Okay. your mind, the first thing that your mind is thinking is, holy fucking shit, let's scarper, let's get out of here. There's a big fucking grizzly coming after me. Okay? And when it actually comes out of the bushes, you see that it was just like a fucking bird, or it was an owl, or it was, I don't know, something coming out of the bushes, or it was another person. Your subconscious mind has been programmed to listen to your inner thoughts. Like, everything is up here, guys. This is what I'm trying to say. Literally everything in your mind is up here. Everything in your mind is in the imagination. You can literally make anything happen through the imagination. Again, another example, putting things into perspective, guys. 2 years ago, all I ever thought about was starting my own business, working from home, working from anywhere in the world, being self-employed, not having to go in and do, it wasn't a 9 to 5 because I was an electrician, it was more like fucking 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. But I used to think in my head, do you know what, I can't be asked for that fucking shit, I want to do this, I want to do this. And that was all I was thinking about every single day. 2 years later, well, it wasn't 2 years later, it was less than 2 years later, I was living my dream, I was living my reality, and I'm now 2 years into, obviously, my entrepreneurial journey, 2.5 years into my entrepreneurial journey, guys. But things like hanging around better quality people, maybe you've outgrown your friends, maybe like your friends are fucking dicks, or they're just not on the level that you want to be, they might fucking, I don't know, smoking weed, drinking alcohol, taking drugs, whatever it is, and that's not you anymore, okay? You feel like you're better than that, you want to hang around with people who are better than that, okay? So by putting yourself in and around an environment where you hang around with better people, guys, your mind, the law of assumption assumes that you want to be better. The law of assumption assumes that you want to be better because you're hanging around with these better quality people, you're networking with these higher people. Even things like your training and your nutrition, guys. If you're the sort of person who makes excuses because you don't want to go to the gym, you don't want to train, you're never fucking motivated. Your subconscious assumes that you're a fucking unmotivated person, you're a fat slob. Fat slobs are people who can't be bothered to go to the gym. Fat slobs are people who never have fucking motivation. So your brain, the law of assumption, guys, assumes that's you. Okay, so you need to rewire your mindset. You need to rewire your reality. Like I say, challenge yourself. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations. Start networking with higher quality people. Start networking, hanging around with fucking more ambitious people. Start buying better foods in the supermarket when you go out for a meal. Start buying, I'm not saying go out and spend all your money and live beyond your means, guys, but start treating yourself to nicer things. Wear nicer clothes, wear nicer watches, fucking go on nicer holidays. Live the law of assumption, live how somebody, like, you need to be living like the man, you need to be living and breathing like the man, you need to have the habits like the man who's where you want to be, you need to be aligned with exactly where he is and what he would be doing. For example, you want to earn more money, what would somebody who's earning more money be doing? They would be going on nicer holidays, they'd be hanging around with higher quality people. Okay, so again, that was a short and sweet one, but I just wanted to kind of walk you through the biggest mindset shift that actually happened for me to fucking start making progress personally, professionally, business-wise, mentally-wise, spiritually-wise, and it was just like wanting to be better, starting to do better things. Again, this isn't a go-ahead to live beyond your means, go and spend loads of money you don't have, but start living a little bit better, living a little bit more luxurious, eating better quality foods, okay, buying better meals, not necessarily worrying about the price so much when you go out if you can actually afford it, okay? So they're the biggest mindset shifts. Start fucking investing in yourself. Start hanging around with higher quality people and you will become one of those higher quality people. You will become a little bit more wealthier. You will be living like the man who's in better shape, eating better food, guys. Nobody wants a guy fucking buying rump because he's scared about the fucking cost. Nobody wants to take his missus out for a meal and she asks for steak. This used to be me, by the way, a few years ago. She says, Joel wants steak. And I'm like, what's the cost? What's the price? I don't know. What's the cost? Can you not have a burger? Nobody wants to fucking be that guy, guys. Nobody wants to be that guy. So, again, as the tattoo says, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but don't think, just fucking do, guys. Don't think, just fucking do. Like, you need to stop procrastinating, stop worrying about it, stop thinking about fucking what you want to do, and start fucking doing it. And the way the universal law works, the law of assumption, the law of attraction, okay, your actions will start turning into reality, okay? Don't think, just fucking do. Oosh!